Hey guys, Dom here, and this is my review of the new heroes in the Sacred Stone banner. Finally have our first dragon hero since Ninian last year. Mira was one of the most requested heroes from Sacred Stones, alongside with La Rochelle. We also now have a second copy of Erica in the normal hero pool. It seems that they added the Erica from the world where glitches are canon, so that's pretty cool. Let's start with Mir. Being the first dragon flyer makes for an amazing combination. The ability to benefit from both dragon buff and flying buffs are huge. The downside is that Mir is weak to both archers and anti-dragon weapons though. Even with that, Mir is an incredible enemy phase unit. First weapon is the Great Flame, the first legendary weapon on a dragon, and it synergizes extremely well with her defense stat. Another first is Hone Dragon. Dragons were already strong before, and now they're freakishly powerful. Fury is a great skill, but there are better A skill options for Mir, though it's great to have that skill on the budget, and so she's included with it. Bonfire is perfect as her special with her high defense, so pretty much she comes with most of the skills she needs out of the box. For her best kit, I recommend Distant Counter and Quick Riposte. Mir's pretty slow, so she benefits greatly from Quick Riposte. She also loses out on Lightning Breath with her weapon, so that's the reason for Distant Counter on there. Guidance is an amazing seal if you're planning on making a dragon team, or just have infantry units in general with her. Other great options for the A slot are Attack Defense Bond or Fortress Defense if you really want to make her defense sky high. The best boons for Mir would be plus defense and plus attack. Plus defense more so since it synergizes better with her weapon, which allows her to avoid getting doubled if the opponent has 5 less defense than her. Plus attack is always good, especially since Mir also has a pretty good attack stat, especially with her 19 might weapon. If at all possible, I would avoid a defense Bane. Since it's also a super Bane, she loses out on 4 defense, which actually hurts her quite a bit because her weapon depends on her having high defense, so you would have to make it up with skills and passives to make sure that she gets as much defense as possible. For seals, if you're not using guidance, I'd recommend Heavy Blade on an attack boon Mir, or pretty much anything else that helps against archers such as Iod Shields or Deflect Missile. Overall, Mir is a fantastic hero with a lot of flexibility and is definitely worth pulling for. Next up is La Rochelle. La Rochelle is the newest Blue Tome Cavalier and comes with the exclusive tome Ivaldi, which gives her 3 additional speed and attack if the enemy hero is at full health at the start of the battle, and plus 3 defense, which is already low but helps with her BST. La Rochelle prefers a speed boon since it works well with her tome and Blurblade. Swift Sparrow is her recommended A skill, and for her B skill I do recommend Blue Tome Breaker, since it works really well against those fast blue mages that have come out lately, such as Lute, Delthea, and Lind. You're pretty flexible in the C slot since it's based on your team composition, so anything that you'd need in there, you'd be able to put it in. If you end up with a Speed Bane La Rochelle, I would definitely recommend putting Life and Death instead of Swift Sparrow. She would gain an additional speed from that, and her defenses are already pretty high as it is, especially for her res as a Cavalier, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. If she does end up having minus attack, you could just stick Blurblade on there, and then you'll be good to go on a Cavalier team. Overall, La Rochelle is a great hero. While not better than Reinhardt, she definitely does give Olwen a run for her money. Last but not least, it's the second version of Erica. This time she's wielding a red tome. We finally have another red tome Cavalier beside Leo, and I'm happy to announce that she's much better than him. Her tome is Gleipnir, which is very similar to Ivaldi. The only difference is that her tome gives plus 3 resistance instead of plus 3 defense, which I find much better in this case because Erica shouldn't be getting anywhere near melee units as far as defending against them, so the 3 resistance definitely does help. Her base kit is pretty amazing as well, coming with Swift Sparrow and Desperation already out of the box, so you only need to put a few more skills on her and you're good to go. Like La Rochelle, Erica benefits from having either a speed boon or an attack boon. If you do end up getting a minus speed Erica though, I wouldn't really recommend Life and Death as I did on La Rochelle, simply because her defensive stats are way too low already as it is, and her resistance wouldn't be good enough to survive a second turn against anybody. Overall, Erica is the red Cavalier that we've been waiting for, and is amazing right out of the box. So to end things off, this is a great banner to pull on. Mira is the hero that stands out from the bunch, but the other 2 are great as well. Since there's a legendary banner coming out soon, you may want to wait out if you're short on orbs. So that's all I have for today. If you have any more you'd like to add, please leave a comment below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.